A shocking New York Jets move is coming, as it's very obvious now, as the Jets have just shown their hand to the NFL with a recent decision that they have made, and this does have big implications for the Jets going forwards in regards to multiple moves regarding the quarterback position and the future of this Jets quarterback position as well, as they just really show their hand here with what the future is going to hold, not just for this season, but also for the future as well. We're going to jump right in, discuss everything that's coming in the future by some moves the Jets have just made, and we're going to jump right into things as always, guys. But real quick, if you are part of that 68% that's not subscribed to Jets Digest, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single New York Jets update. We got a lot of great videos coming out every single day that you don't want to miss out on. We're having so much fun on this channel right now discussing the Jets. It's trade season. A lot is going on with this team, and a lot more moves will be coming. So make sure you subscribe and have those notifications on. But let's jump right into the video, guys. There's a lot to go over, as it is obvious now. We know that Tyrod Taylor has been dealing with an injury that has kept him out. Taylor was supposed to be the starter against the Cincinnati Bengals. It felt very obvious that was the case. However, going down with an injury, he ended up not even traveling with the team whatsoever. With that, the Jets have been very non-committal on what the future of Tyrod Taylor is. Can he come back and can he play? Is he healthy yet? How's his foot? How's his toe doing? That has been the big question for Tyrod Taylor. But now the Jets have made it very obvious what their situation is based off a new report that has come out on the team. As it was mentioned by Mike Garafalo that the Jets worked out quarterbacks Desmond Ritter and Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and that does really tell you what you need to hear. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of talk surrounding what's going to happen with Tyrod Taylor, but now the Jets working out two quarterbacks who were free agents in both Ritter and Thompson-Robinson, we do see exactly where the Jets are at with Tyrod Taylor because they're working out QBs. Against the Cincinnati Bengals, the Jets, their quarterback was going to be none other than Justin Fields, but their backup quarterback was Brady Cook. We are going to talk about Brady Cook later on in this video as well, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But look, in regards to the Jets and what they're doing right here, it's evidently clear that the team desperately needed to go out there and just do something with the quarterback spot. Then obviously Justin Fields goes in, balls out, has his best game in a New York Jets uniform, and it really gets things going for him moving forwards is the hope. However, we also know that that's not always the case, and that Fields did play against the Cincinnati Bengals team that has a historically bad defense. And with that in mind, there is just a lot to think about. Sort of seeing how this team really, more than anything, just does not have the skill set, the Bengals, that is, to really stop anybody whatsoever, including a team that was 0-7 going into that game. But with the Jets, they do now once again have more faith restored in Justin Fields, and they're going to see if he could do this on a more often basis, which is the big question regarding Fields today. Now, on top of that, there is a lot to just think about, including the fact that, look, we've seen both these guys go and play at the NFL level. Looking at Ritter first, look, Desmond Ritter started a couple different games. I mean, actually had basically a full season of starting with the Atlanta Falcons in 2023. Also played a little bit with the Raiders in 2024 as well. But his best season, the one where he played in 13 games, appeared in 13 games, he had 2,836 passing yards with 12 passing touchdowns. Now, at the same time, he also had 12 interceptions, so he is not really proven to be an NFL-level quarterback. I mean, maybe you could stick him as a backup, but there's a reason why he's not a backup anywhere right now, and why we look at the Jets now. They're looking to bring him in as almost an emergency backup because it's not exactly clear when Tyrod Taylor is going to come back. Ritter has not played a single game or played a single snap for a team this season, which definitely does make you consider a lot. He has rushed the ball a little bit in his career as well with the Falcons that year that he actually played. He did have 5 rushing touchdowns, which is pretty impressive. Ritter can run the ball quite well. In fact, I mean, 53 attempts for 193 yards as a quarterback is not anything to sneeze at whatsoever. He can run the ball. He does give you that. We do know one thing about the Jets for sure. The Jets love quarterbacks who can be a dual threat. They want you to be able to run the ball. They don't want you to just be a passer. They don't want you to just be a runner, unfortunately. Well, Justin Fields is not proven to be a passer yet. But at the same time, we know they want quarterbacks who can run that ball. And with that in mind, the Jets did look at Ritter and Robinson for that reason. Ritter is more of the runner between the two of them, but it does lead to an interesting thing. And the Jets, we've seen the fans go out there and comment on that. We'll make that bigger so you can see it. We see that Ritter is a scheme fit if they are moving Fields off that high points. On top of that, we see that I think this is as Tyrod Taylor is worse than we think with the injury, with this being a bye, and it's good to look at who the team can have as a backup. Dorian Thompson-Robinson is garbage. I wish his the best in whatever degree he chose to get in. And then just other fans also talking as well. Both are below average NFL QBs and aren't worth the money or the time. We should be working on the offensive line and finding a QB in the draft. Football is one on the line. Well, that's the thing here. I think fans, and understandably so, they're like, why are we moving forwards with these guys? What are they going to add to the long-term future? The truth is, the honest-to-God truth, nothing. They're not going to add anything to the long-term future. Why would we think? Look, here's the deal, man. The Jets need a backup quarterback. They want someone who's played in the NFL outside of Brady Cook. Tyrod Taylor, that one comment is dead on. Tyrod Taylor's injury is clearly worse than what the Jets are saying. We already know the Jets hide injuries. I mean, Aaron Glenn said he wasn't going to do it. Guess what? He is doing it. We saw that with him saying that he wasn't committing to who the Jets starting quarterback was going to be, and that even though he knew he wasn't going to tell anybody, and then what happens? Tyrod Taylor doesn't even travel with the team all of a sudden on, 16 hours notice of when we were hearing that we don't know who the starting quarterback's going to be. We hear that Tyrod's just not even going to be traveling with the team, so Brady Cook's the backup. That means that the New York Jets clearly are being a little bit trying to be inconspicuous with these injuries. I don't mind that they're doing that as well. No part of me is like, how dare they do that? We deserve to know. No, they're not trying to give away the competitive advantage, and that's totally fair, and I respect the hell out of that. I have no problem with the Jets doing that. Does it mess with the players? Maybe, but that's also under the assumption that the players haven't been told who the starting quarterback is and to make sure not to tell who it's going to be. Also, the players do know because of practice, through walkthrough, everything like that. They understand who the starting quarterback is going to be. They know. Aaron Glenn knows. They don't want the media, the fans. They don't want all of us to know because then it gets to the other team. If they actually announce it, the other team knows, and it makes it easier for them to scheme for. Look, the truth is most teams, you know the quarterback you're going against. If the team's good and the quarterback is healthy, you know who you're preparing for. For instance, everybody knows who the Chiefs or you're preparing for with the Kansas City Chiefs. We all know it. It's not a secret that you're preparing for Patrick Mahomes. It's not a secret that with the Bills you're preparing for Josh Allen. I mean, it's a situation like then you look at the Ravens. I know they haven't been good this year, but at the same time, they have a superstar quarterback in Lamar Jackson. But when you look at everything, they don't have to be clear if Lamar Jackson's coming back or not, because you do want the team preparing for Huntley and then going, oh, Lamar's playing. That's an error. So you see, like, it makes sense. Unfortunately, with the Jets, part of the situation is they're not telling because the Jets have had very poor quarterback play this season. That's the other issue that we're looking at here. And look, when it comes down to it, yeah, there's a lot of questions on everything, but I don't mind seeing this at all. I mean, look, let's just take a look at Dorian Thompson-Robinson at DTR. He's played 2 years with Cleveland with the Browns, and I mean, things were obviously not excellent by any sense of the word. He's started in 5 games for his career, has a career of 880 yards thrown, threw for 4 interceptions and 1 touchdown throughout his career. 10 interceptions and 1 touchdown in his career. So obviously the Jets should not go and sign him. I don't think I need to explain why. And also on top of that, I know fans want to talk about it, so let's just look at Brady Cook's numbers. That's Dorian Thompson. We're going to look at Brady Cook's numbers after the rushing numbers, which are fairly non-existent. Tyrod Taylor's numbers, we've seen him play a little bit. 379 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Hasn't set the world on fire, but at the same time, there has been a lot of discussion surrounding what's going to happen with Taylor. Clearly, he's more hurt than it's leading on to. And just to discuss Brady Cook, I do want to talk about him a little bit. Brady Cook is an undrafted free agent who resides in the Jets practice squad, as Heavy Sports mentioned. It would behoove the green and white to kick those tires before signing some random passers in free agency. Now, it's unlikely that Cook will suddenly emerge as a franchise quarterback or even as a quality backup option. However, it's not a 0% chance. Cook has been with the team since May. He knows the playbook and has been around the team for months. Cook has a better shot at success than insert random Madden-created quarterback who has been on their couch. And I agree. I'd rather see Brady Cook go out there and play. We know what we're getting out of Desmond Ritter. We know what we're getting out of Dorian Thompson-Robinson. We don't know what we're getting out of Brady Cook. Embrace the unknown when you're 1-7. Embrace the young guy. See what can happen. Brady Cook has legs. The man can move. Let's see what happens. He looked good in preseason too. He had moments. So I'd rather see Brady Cook go out there and play. What would you want to see? Let me know in those comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a wonderful day, guys. Go Jets.